Hello, Nari McDiarmid with you here at Future of Mining Australia, and I'd like to welcome Ross Lambie, Chief Economist with the Minerals Council of Australia. And Ross, you've just been speaking about mining in an era of trade wars, and we're obviously in a very disrupted landscape. How do you see the future playing out?
Well, the future is going to be very much different to what we've experienced over past decades since the end of the Cold War. And I think we've sort of got to get our heads around there. We're talking about a future, and uncertainty is a word that's been used a lot. It kind of glosses over, I think, what we're confronted with. We're going to get, particularly for our industry, there's going to be a lot more volatility in terms of both supply and prices. And there's going to be changes too in terms of trading partners and the focus of where materials that are going to be in demand are going to come from. So that's going to have impact on investment flows. It's going to have impact on government's involvement in the industry too. So there's a lot of moving parts there.
Well, you did just touch on trading partners, and I know that was something you did mention in your presentation too, that currently China is Australia's biggest trading partner for minerals exports. How do you see that changing going forward, and what should be done to maintain that relationship perhaps?
Well, I think, China is a key trading partner of ours, obviously. And, there's been a lot of talk about potentially in the sort of the frictions at hand between the United States and China about decoupling and things like that. But I think for Australia, it really is, well, how can we continue to have a mutually beneficial arrangement with countries like China, but also at the same time acknowledge that there are opportunities to create additional trading alignments with other countries that also have mutually beneficial outcomes. And at the Minerals Council, we've been talking a lot about the need for strategic partnerships with respect to some of these commodities. And those commodities are primarily critical minerals. But now there's another sphere of commodities called strategic materials that are coming into play. And I think those strategic partnerships really afford an opportunity to deal with some of the problems of opaque markets, some of the risks of supply chain disruptions that we currently have because of China's dominance. So there's ways forward. And I think these ways forward are actually solutions to the problems that we are confronted with at the moment.
I like your outlook, Ross. Thank you. And before I let you go, what motivated you to attend Future of Mining this year?
Oh, look, I love the topic. Mining in an era of trade wars. I mean, how compelling is that? But also, it's an opportunity to actually be presenting to, but also listening to a lot of contributors that deal with a range of issues, from some of the more general overarching issues that we dealt with in the presentation this morning to those that are far more specific, that are confronting the industry in terms of its day-to-day activities. So it's not often you get that chance to have that broad engagement.
Well, Ross, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.